The Little Girl from Ellis Street, Chapter 5. The day my son was born, everything changed. Hello, everyone. I'm Dimples D, and welcome back to the Healing Corner with Dimples D, where healing, hope, and growth come together. After settling into the home with the other young mothers, life slowly started to feel normal again. We had responsibilities. We supported each other. And every day, I got a little closer to meeting my baby. I was excited, but I was also terrified. I had never had a child before. Everyone had a labor story, and almost every story sounded painful. One evening, I became curious. I wanted to know if I was having a boy or a girl. So, I went to the hospital complaining about pain. I'll be honest, I exaggerated a little because I wanted them to check on the baby. I never imagined that little decision would change everything. The doctors examined me, and instead of sending me home, they admitted me. They told me, "You are having this baby." I couldn't believe it. Wow. Woo. As I waited, I could hear another woman in labor. Oh, Jesus, she was screaming so loudly that fear took over. I remember thinking, I don't want to have this baby. I don't want this baby to come out. I wanted it to stay inside of me. Then something happened that still makes me smile today. The nurse barely had enough time to prepare me, and my son jumped into this world. People laugh when I tell them that, but it's true. I honestly cannot tell someone what labor felt like, because my son came so fast. Looking back, I believe God was watching over me. But the story didn't end there. After he was born, things suddenly took a frightening turn. The doctor realized they hadn't removed all of the placenta. I had to be rushed into emergency surgery. I even needed a blood transfusion. What started out as one of the happiest days of my life became one of the scariest. While I was recovering, my brother came to visit me. He asked, "What are you going to name him?" I told him, "I think I'm going to make him a junior." Boy, he quickly let me know that wasn't happening. So one of my close friends suggested another name. She said, what about Justin? Because he arrived just in time and the name stayed. I thought, once I left the hospital, everything would finally start falling into place. Instead, I received a phone call that shattered my heart. The person I believed should love me the most called to tell me that the plans we had made were no longer happening. I suddenly realized I had nowhere to go again. But once again, God had already gone ahead of me. Covenant House had been preparing me the entire time. They had taught me life skills. They had helped me prepare for independence. They believed I could stand on my own before I believed it myself. I had planned to move into an apartment with a friend. At the last minute, she backed out. I ended up carrying the rent myself. It wasn't easy, but God sent people to help me. My brother stood by my side. My best friend moved in. We worked together. We took turns taking care of Justin. We survived. Looking back today, becoming a young mother didn't make life easier. It made me stronger. Because once someone else depends on you, giving up is no longer an option. You find strength you never knew you had. Boy, whew, I made mistakes. I had to learn everything. Changing diapers, making bottles, testing the milk, learning to comfort a crying baby. There isn't a manual for motherhood, but every mistake became a lesson. Every lesson made me a better mother. One thing I know for sure, God never left me. Even during the hardest moments, He surrounded me with people who helped carry me. Family isn't always blood. Sometimes family is the people God sends when you need them the most. If you're listening to me today and life feels overwhelming, don't give up. One difficult season doesn't determine the rest of your life. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward. One day, you'll look back and realize God was carrying you. Even when you couldn't see Him. I'm Dimples D, and this is the Healing Corner with Dimples D. If this story encouraged you today, I hope you'll subscribe and continue this journey with me. Next week, I'll share what it was like raising Justin as a young single mom and the lesson that changed me forever. And always remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. God bless.